Any good stories about Bobby Heenan? You traveled with Bobby at all?
Bobby Heenan. Yeah, we had good times. We had some good times together. We'd always get lost. Ride up and down Newark, trying to find the airport. Howard Johnson's there, and I'd ride up and down the two-boat, the toll booths there for 45 minutes to an hour. I beat my car up so bad that I broke the steering wheel, and I had to get it towed in. And I beat it. I was good. Oh yeah, man. I mean, I was out of control.
Right.
Yeah, I was. There again, burnout, being just burnt out. I was out of control mentally. I mean, it was a mess, man. I mean, every day, and my days were 12, 14, 16-hour days. Wasn't so much in the ring. It was getting there.
Did you see a lot of guys crack?
Yeah. Yeah, after, yeah, well, yeah, we all were cracking. Yeah. But we kept it together, I guess, the best. Sometimes we'd have to work twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, one time me and Hogan, we were a main event at the Nassau Coliseum. Then we had to fly to, where did we fly to?
Baltimore, maybe?
No.
I don't know.
No, we had to fly to, we had two sellout crowds. Both of them were turned away people. Nassau, and then flew to Chicago. Learjet, they had it waiting for us. I had my clothes on, just ran right in there, right out of my clothes, robe, everything, just. We got there like 11:30 at night, and the people was there. We tore the house down. We tore it down. You know, so, but those days like that, that's what's pretty neat about it, is I can sit here and tell you about it, because it'll never be like that again.
It's true.
Never.
Thoughts on teaming with Harley Race?
There again, you know, it's another, working with people like Harley and everything is the thing what's really good about this business is, or if you were really good at it, is to adapt. And how could you adapt and have good matches? My whole thing was to have good matches, because that way you know you did your job. And like I said, and I took pride in that, a lot of pride, you know, in protecting this business and having good matches. And those people out there work hard for their money. I mean, they do. They work hard. I've been there. I've done it. Same thing. I mean, I was raised in a trailer, man, in a trailer park. I know what it's like, you know. I didn't have that. Everything I ever had, I had to, you know, work, fight for it, and everything else. And that's what I did. And anyway, I enjoyed it.
Was there a lot of pressure at the time to keep up with your physique?
Well, I can tell you this, many a times that my body fat was in the fours. I mean, at Gold's Gym in California, Venice Beach, my picture was up on the wall in there. And what my plans were going to be is I was going to go into bodybuilding as soon as I got done with my wrestling. And that didn't happen, but yes, my first thing is to get to the gym when I flew in. As I was saying, there would be many times that I wouldn't even be able to eat. I'd go all day without nothing to eat because I wouldn't eat the airplane food. And when I got, if I couldn't eat a good meal,
right,
I wasn't going to put it in me. And I didn't. And I'm telling you, you know, when you're, you know, that's, I guess that's why I was ripped. You know, I was shredded, 248 pounds, you know, not quite 6 foot tall. And, but that's what I did. My body was my money, and I knew it.
What are your feelings on steroids? And did you ever have to take them?
I think it's like anything else. Have I taken them? Yeah. I'll sit here and tell you I did. Of course, it wasn't against the law then. I always went through a doctor. And it's like anything else. You drink too much water, you drown.
Right.
You know, it's like anything else. Do I think they're good? Certain kinds, yes, I do. Through a doctor, and I did. And I never overdid none of it. Never.
How did Vince react among the boys when Jim Duggan and the Iron Sheik were busted together?
He didn't like that at all, man. But there again, the respect for the business. That's bad. You know, that's bad. It's stupid.
Right. It is.
Ignorant.
Especially if you're in a program together, you know.
Oh, that was bad. And it hurts. I mean, it hurts. It hurts our image. You know, some of these guys get thrown out of hotels and you go to try to check in and you're a wrestler. Yeah, we don't want you to stay here. You know, I've never been thrown out of a hotel. Never. And stuff like that. You know, going to a bar and getting into fights. And 90% of these guys couldn't fight their way out of a closet.
After you turned babyface again, it seemed like you got buried in a way. Is that accurate, or was there another reason you weren't spotlighted?
I think I got buried. It was during the time I was getting burned out. And quite frankly, I was ready to quit.
All right. Memories of working with young Bret Hart at the time. And did you think he was going to be a big name?
Yeah, he had it. I think Vince didn't have, the reason why he made a really good name is that he had no competition up there in WWF because all the good guys, all of us were gone. So he was the only thing he could focus on that much. Is he a great worker? He's a good worker. Terrible interview. I think he's bigger than he thinks he is, or he acts bigger than what he is. He was all right. You know, do I think he was a superstar? No.
Memories of working, or actually you did the angle with Bobby Heenan where you wound up firing him. And then you were managed by a Humperdinck.
Yeah.
What are your memories of that?
You're fired. I remember that. We did that. It was in Baltimore, I believe. It was good. It was good. You know, it was something.
Right.
Was it going to draw a bunch of money? I don't know about that.
Did you prefer to have a manager or not?
No. Didn't need a manager.
Thoughts on your series with Rick Rude?
Rick, that's when I got hurt. And I was hurt. See, I got hurt bad then. You know, I was hurt and I kept going on it. And it got to the point I couldn't go no more. And it was during that time with Rick, I couldn't really give him my all. But Rick was my best friend. You know, I was one of the pallbearers at his funeral. And to this very day, I think of Rick. I talked to him the night before. And to this day, you know, I miss him. Rick was my friend, good friend. He was my hunting buddy. I got him interested in hunting, and I had him helping me down there at the power plant, you know, school, and he just sad.
Right.
Lost. To me, he was a heel in the '80s. When I left, he was the guy. I thought he was a darn good heel.
It was awesome.
And he loved the business. He loved it. He killed it. He loved it too much.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.